The cops raided my tent. Check it out. I woke up this morning and I started recording an audio for the camouflage video, which, by the way, I tried doing here. When you step back a bit, it sort of starts to disappear. I'm not gonna go walk that far because it's... This morning I had woken up to a helicopter hovering over this entire area, and it got pretty low, like right down, right above my camp. Sin was freaking out. They were looking for somebody who had vandalized some pipe or was doing something crazy. And they saw him, somebody saw him walking around this area. They had a helicopter flying around looking for this guy, and in the process they found me. And they came over, obviously I wasn't the guy, and 3 cops were just asking me questions, how long I've been here and what I'm doing, and that I can't be here because this isn't public property, it's private property, it's like a park or something. So they sort of went in here and like scrounged around just a little bit, kind of moved some things around, took some things out of my bags. Yeah, what an interesting start to the day. And I was just planning on going to the laundromat to go wash my clothes and then do some marketing and finish the video, which I didn't do too bad of a job. Like what I was doing here was, and it looks so ghetto, but I had put down some black leaf plastic bags so that way the rain wouldn't get in there. And then I started like getting some of the branches from some of these bushes, putting them on here to camouflage because that white was annoying. And so if you step back and the further you go, I mean the main trail is kind of by where you see those houses, but eventually it blends in, you can't see it. So it was working, but when a helicopter flies over and sees your dog scared running around wondering what the hell is going on, there's no hiding from that. There's no hiding from a helicopter. Now I wonder if my dog was inside the tent with me, if maybe then I would have been like undetectable, but I don't think so. What they did give me is they were nice. Obviously they looked through my tent, they didn't find anything because I don't have anything. No drugs, nothing. But she gave me some dog food, dog treats or whatever these are, toiletries and like toothbrushes, which I don't need because I have all that stuff. And they gave me like a flyer of all the resources you can call to get affordable housing and all that. And I don't want that, but you know, I had to accept it. I didn't have to accept it, but you know. So I took the flyer and they said that they're gonna check back in about like 3 or 4 hours or so, so give me time to move my stuff. So I don't know where I'm going now. And I think that's kind of like, I always feel like this feeling when something like that happens that forces me to carry on. Like I feel like there's some sort of excitement. So I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know anywhere else around here that's just like, you know, hidden like this. I mean, yeah, there are houses over there, but if I'm camouflaged and it's like I'm in a lower level, like nobody knows I'm here. It would take a helicopter, which it did, to find me. I'm gonna pack up, hide some of the things until I find a spot, just kind of set them there until I find a good spot, and then carry on. Even though a part of me just wants to just walk, just travel, not really need to set up tent or be static in one area. But I feel like I want to finish this project, making this sage necklace course that I'm putting together, and I need to be here for that because this is where the sage is. But yeah. Hey man, I mean, we're all gonna have our problems in some way, some fashion. And the resources they gave me was just like calling 211 and checking to see if they can, I don't know. I don't care for the resources. I have everything I need. I have a gym membership, 24-hour fitness. I can go to the sauna, steam room, take a shower whenever I want to, and I pay for it every month. I have plenty of dog food. I have plenty of food. I have money. I have my photography equipment. Like, I'm good. The only thing I don't have is what everybody seems to be required to have, which is a house or an apartment or a home of some kind, a facility. Like, is it really illegal? And if so, why? I have my questions, but whatever. And just so you know, my tent looks way better than this. Typically, I have really good feng shui everywhere I go. But when the cops kind of open it up, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like everything's just thrown around here, so. Fuck! When the cops come and raid your campsite looking for somebody else. So what I'm doing now is, now that I got all my stuff out of the tent, pretty much, I just gotta get that dog food. I gotta tear it down, of course, but I had left all my things out here, and since I don't know where to go yet, I have to hide my things within all among the bushes somewhere. So I'm gonna grab some of this camouflage that I have and put them in the bushes somewhere. Obviously that's not gonna work because it's out in the open. We just passed some of my things and you can't see it, but there's my guitar. So I gotta put them inside the bushes for now until I can find a spot, another spot to camp or figure out what I'm gonna do. Because like I was saying, or if I didn't say it, I kind of feel like doing something different, but I don't know what and I don't know how. But instead of camping out and living in a tent, I'm thinking once I'm done with this project here, I'm thinking of just walking and end up back at the beach and, I don't know, figure it out. I know a friend that was doing house sitting for people, and basically your payment is staying in that house. And I mean, she was traveling. She went all the way to Louisiana, and like I think I had a house in like Florida to take care of at a really fancy, nice place. So I might do that. But at the same time, I mean, you gotta pay for it, and then you gotta pass like a background check. I'm not sure what the website is called. I think it was called trustedhousesitters.com or something. You pay like $250 or something a year or a month or something. I can't remember. I think it's a year. And people get to like find you and they read your reviews and stuff, and sometimes they tip you, sometimes they don't, sometimes they allow you to have their food, whatever they got in, you know, in their cupboards, and you can munch on or snack on or something. For me, I got food, I got money, I can take care of myself in that way. But it's the shelter thing. I can't get my mind, I can't wrap my mind around sleeping in a random place without any form of shelter. And on top of that, I have a lot of stuff that I carry with me, so I might have to minimize that. I might have to let go of some things, a lot of things. even though I had a tent full of stuff, that's just the bed that takes up the most room. That thing right there is the mattress. So, and that's gonna be a bitch to hide. But thankfully there's plenty of open space around here. I can find some spot. It's just all of my things are gonna be scattered for now. So this is like my storage unit. I just have to make sure that it's camouflaged right. Just lay down some like branches and some of the bushes that are around here, just kind of like all the foliage, just kind of like put it on top of it so it's not easily seen. The cops are going to come back to check this spot out to see if I actually left. To say if they're really going to come or not, who knows. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave one bag in the middle once I tear the tent down. Once I tear the tent down, I'm going to leave one bag in the middle with food that they can take. So if they take it, that means that they did show up and weren't just bluffing. And if they're not bluffing, then surely at least that bag will probably be gone, and they're probably going to check the rest of the spot out. And so I have to make sure that my things are well hidden, you know. So I'm on a mission, man, and it's kind of exciting, kind of annoying, because I really wanted to like fix this place up, make it look nice, clean, feng shui it in and around the tent, you know, create like a nice scene, because that's how I like to live. I like to live clean, organized, and I like to have my feng shui, you know. It's just like how I like to live. I like to live nice, you know. So, but that's an update. I don't know. It's it is what it is. I gotta obey the law. I'm on somebody's, it's not owned by anybody. And I remember one time I was doing a photo shoot at an abandoned house, and a cop must have got called or something because they seen us go in there thinking that we were going to vandalize the place and whatnot. And we were just doing a photo shoot, and it was just me and a girl. And we were like, well, we don't notice, nobody seems to own the land, it's just vacant here, it's just left alone, abandoned. And the cop told me, like, oh, well, every piece of land is owned by somebody. Somebody owns something. All land is owned by somebody, is what he said. And I mean, even the cop that was here that told me, why don't you go out to the mountains and nobody will find you there, you know? But all it takes is one asshole to do something stupid and start running away, and then a helicopter comes and searches for the guy and ends up finding me, just recording a video in my tent. You know what I mean? So it just takes one dude, man, like, just to fuck it up. But everything happens for a reason. Maybe there's something else I gotta do. I don't know. Maybe there's a better spot. Maybe there's another journey, mission ahead that I have to face. I don't know. But anyways, so yep, I'm gonna pack this up, and I'll show you guys after what I did with it. Show you how hidden it's just for educational purposes. Just in case you get kicked out of your camp in a field and they give you a certain amount of time but you don't know where to go yet. This is something you can do. For the meantime, hide your things, camouflage. Until you find a spot, then you go back to that spot, pick up your things, and get a new camp or go on your way. A new journey. So, yep, that's it. I'll get back with you after I'm done with this. So it is done. I have removed the tent, as you can see. And the only thing that I left was a bag that says donate, and I have like some canned food in there and like some of the stuff they gave me, just some of it. I took some dog food that they ended up giving me, but it has like some canned food, a little bit of some doggy treats. I don't know if they take this stuff to donate, but I just kind of left it there as bait so that I could see if they were bluffing or not, because if they do come back, which they should be coming back in about an hour, it's 3 o'clock right now, and they said they'd be back at 4. At least one of the ladies said she'll be coming back. So if they do come back, they might take that, because it's not littering, but you know, she said she was going to come back, so I left it there. If they take it, that means that they did come, they took the bait, and they weren't bluffing. They really did stick to their word. I was kind of even questioning whether or not they would even find it again, since they probably won't come back with the chopper. I'm coming back later after I'm done doing laundry, because that was my plan for today. So I'm not gonna stay here waiting around for them. I'm gonna go do that laundry. But yeah, and there's my backpack. That's what I'm taking with me. It has my clothes. But as you can tell, it's clean. Other than that, no trace of anything really. So just in case anything like this happens to you, where you need to just get up and go, but you don't have any place to go yet, I want to show you what I did with some of my things, because obviously I'm not going to carry all of this with me. I'm on a mission to go do some laundry, so I got to leave my things somewhere, and I don't have a storage unit, not yet anyway. I don't have anybody around here who would let me keep it, and even if they did, it's kind of a lot to carry all at once. So I scattered it all around here, and for the sake of my own memory, I'm going to not only show you but document this so that I remember where I put my things, because some of them are scattered around. There's like maybe 4 or 5 spots. So I'll show you what I did. In this area I have my guitar and some camera equipment. You can't really tell, but it's in there. If you can see some of my camera equipment. And let's see, over here I put some water, and I have a bag there that has my other boots. Can't really tell. Let's see what else. That dog food, which was like bright red, which by the way, red, blues, whites, all shine to the eye, especially in these colors. So if you're dealing with greens, they all stand out like a sore thumb. As you can tell, like, even though yellow isn't that bad, look at these flowers, by the way, blooming from this cactus. Absolutely beautiful, and they're everywhere too. This cactus grows wild everywhere around here, and it's spring and it's blooming and it's happy. Look, there's more over there. It's gorgeous. So moving on, that dog food, which is right here, you can't really even tell because I put it in a black bag because of the red. So to kind of camouflage it a little bit more, I just put a black bag over it. And what else here? And in here I had put a plastic bag. I'm not sure what's in there. And then I have some of my other gear and some clothes and stuff like that in that bag. Camouflage bag already, so you can't really even tell that much. What else? Now that big bed, that big huge thing that I was talking about that was really difficult, it's somewhere around here. There it is. It's kind of messy, but you can't find it from far away, but it's in here. It's like a big bag, and it's just tucked in there, and it's hidden but not very well, so just hoping they don't go in this area. I mean, really, they were just looking to get me out, and so if they don't find any tent, then I think they're solid. They're not really looking. It's not like I'm a criminal or anything. Living out of your tent is not a crime, so they don't really, I'm not trying to hide a body or anything, So that's trash I'm going to be taking. See, like sharp shapes like that, sharp objects, they stick out like a sore thumb. Reds, blues, There's something else. I left it by my bike, but I'm gonna take my bike. There's another bag. I think that was some blankets and stuff. And that's tucked away. So that's another spot. That's already like 3 or 4 spots. And then in a little further, somewhere around here, in here, I can't really tell, but there's a plastic bag in there. Or no, actually that's my Sage equipment. And then I have like my cameras in here and the Bluetooth speaker and my portable stove. And that's all in there. And I'm pretty sure that's all of it. If not, then I gotta go searching, but I think that's all of it. So like 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about like 4 or 5 spots. And I'm going to check back on this video so that I can remember where I put my stuff, because if I come back at night, I'm gonna need to probably have some sort of reference. But I have a pretty good memory, so I'm sure I'll remember. And I obviously know that I did that. You see, it's just like all dry and stuff, so it's a good indicator. But if somebody's just passing by who's looking for a tent, they're not gonna look through that area, you know. So anyways, that's it. That's what you do if the cops come and tell you you got like a few hours to move camp and you don't know where to go yet. Place your things, scatter it amongst the natural area, go find your spot, whatever you're gonna do next, figure it out, and then come back, grab some things slowly, and then move it to the new spot. Whether it's at a friend's house, whether you're just traveling, you need to figure out what you're gonna do with this stuff, because some of this stuff is really important to me, like that camera. I think I'm gonna take it with me on my actual carry-on bag. But other than that, everything can stay for right now. So kind of sucks, but hey man, it is what it is, you know. Whatever, it's life, man. Love you guys. Be well. Peace.